Hello, we are in the Husk Gallery in Brussels, and we are sitting here with the director of the Husk Gallery, Ingrid. Could you tell the audience about yourself and the gallery?
Sure. I'm an art historian, and I started Husk Gallery about 3 years ago. It's located here in Rivoli, Brussels, which is actually an old commercial gallery. And nowadays there are about 15 galleries under one roof here.
Yes.
And I settled here in number 12.
Yes. And today we are going to talk about Finn Juhl, the Danish designer, and his relationship with art.
Yeah. Well, as you can see here in the gallery, we have some furniture of Finn Juhl amidst the drawings by Belgian artist Peter Danish, who has his second solo show right now in the gallery. And I was pretty inspired actually by my latest visit to Copenhagen.
Yes.
During 3 days of design, when I visited the Finn Juhl showroom in the center, and I saw for the first time over there the art collector's table, which is here next to me, and it came to my mind that it would be fantastic to have a Finn Juhl exhibition amidst all the contemporary art here in the gallery, and that's why I decided on the occasion of Design September Brussels to organize this pop-up exhibition with designers and interviewer here in Brussels at Husk.
Okay, when did you learn first about Danish design? When you got interested in design?
Well, it's about 10 years ago. My husband Chris and I, we started actually a design shop, Interview, that's just outside Brussels. And Chris has been living quite a while also in Copenhagen, so he got quite fond of the Danish culture and the design. And I always had, because I'm an art historian and very interested in not only in art but also in design history,
Yes.
I got very fond also of Scandinavian furniture mainly, and that's why we discovered Finn Juhl actually in Copenhagen.
Yes. And you have a shop in Seville here in Brussels, where you sell Danish design as well.
Absolutely. A lot, I think 80% of our collection is Danish.
When did you first learn about Finn Juhl? That was in Denmark?
Yes, actually, yes. While visiting Copenhagen, we visited Gallery Veld, which is located near the harbor, near the water. And I was so impressed by what I saw over there, especially because it was also presented in relation to contemporary art in that showroom, and I fell in love with his design.
What is for you the most emblematic design of Finn Juhl?
For me, what I was struck, I was immediately struck, with the pelican chair actually, because its shape really reminded me of the sculpture of Hans Arp, and I'm very fond also of this artist. And it was designed in 1940. Or maybe in 39, but created in 1940, and it was already at that time very avant-garde, very unusual shape. I'm still very impressed by this design.
And what is for you the Finn Juhl design you want to have back in the production? If you know from your studies in his archives, what do you want to get back in production?
It's a difficult question because he has designed a lot, and a lot of his design is not known anymore actually. So that's why House of Finn Juhl, who have the exclusive rights to reproduce actually Finn Juhl's furniture, they really have to go also to the archives or get to the vintage pieces to know what he made. So I don't have any particular furniture piece in mind, but there is though one lamp which he designed in the 60s, which has been produced by Luffa. That isn't in production anymore, and it's one of the few pieces, lighting pieces that are known from Finn Juhl, and maybe that would be nice to reproduce and to add to his Gesamtkunstwerk interior.
I think that could be a good addition. Is there any, in recent time, is there any particular design you like of Finn Juhl they brought back already?
Well, the art collector's table. I'm so in love with this piece.
We have the art collector's table here.
Yeah, it is a very special piece. So it was introduced for the first time in '48, on the occasion of the Designers Guild exhibition in what's now this Danish Design Museum in Copenhagen. And we see on his sketches, watercolor drawing, that it was in the interior design, in the concept, together with the 48 bench. And but it's very strange because they made a lot of photos also from that exhibition, but on none of those photos they could see actually the art collector's table. So it's a very rare piece. It's very difficult also to produce. So House of Finn Juhl relaunched it a few years ago, and it has been produced actually now in Japan, which is maybe a bit far away, but the craftsmanship that is required to make this kind of table was over there, was possible, so to make it there, and so I'm really very happy to show for the first time actually in Belgium this art collector's table with a drawing of the Belgian.
It's very, very beautiful.
Absolutely. You can close it as well, so it's a perfect table to put something very precious.
It has a glass top, and you can put things in it.
Absolutely. And you can close it so it's protected against the light.
Yes. And if we are talking about art and Finn Juhl, why does Finn Juhl work so well with art, in your opinion?
I think Finn Juhl, in his time, he was also an art collector actually. When you visit his house, north of Copenhagen, you see a lot of sculpture in his house. He's really surrounded by it. And I think he designed also his furniture rather as a sculptor, than as an art. Yeah, he was an architect, of course, but he had an artistic approach towards, a piece of furniture. That's why I call him a furniture architect, and the one that makes furniture art, not only furniture design. But
he was very special in the Danish community. He had another vision of art than the other Danish designers had.
Yeah, a different approach, definitely. Although it's not only about aestheticism, it's functional furniture, which is also very comfortable at the same time. It's very particular.
Could you say a bit about the furniture you were sitting in?
Absolutely. all evening if you want. It's very comfortable. It's very spacious as well, this one. So you can sit, you can move in it. You can sit in it like Finn Juhl did, with one leg over the armrest. I won't do this right now, but it's very, very hard. It gives a good feeling to sit inside this space.
And the name of the chair?
This is a chieftain chair, and it was designed and also presented in Copenhagen in 1949. So it's
a year after.
Yes, a year after the art collector's table and the 48 bench. And one day the Danish king sat in this chair.